Hello witches. I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix. Thank you for joining me tonight for this 3-night event. Tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday. So go ahead right now and share this broadcast. I am streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Share this broadcast right now with a witch or 2 or 3 that needs this word. For tonight's broadcast, the first of the 3 nights, this broadcast is titled, Have the Audacity for Your Spells. This is a very important word, an important word that Hecate, the Queen of Witches, has downloaded into my spirit to share with witches who have ears to hear. Have the audacity for your spells. So what does that mean? Having the audacity for your spells is asking more from your spells. Witches are not meant to live small. Witches are not meant to have little. Witches are not meant to just get by in life. Witches are meant to have it all with the work of their hands. Meaning they do a spell and then they do real world action to make that spell work. Once again, like I always say, the definition of witchcraft is working with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and permanently positive change. That is the definition of witchcraft. Working with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and permanently positive change. Having the audacity for your spells, asking more from your spells. Every witch knows they need money, a job, they want love, they want marriage, they want friends, they want happiness, but you can ask for more. That means getting really into the details of your spells. So instead of saying, I want a house, you say in your spell, I want a house that is completely paid off. Meaning no mortgage, no rent. The house is yours. If you want to do a spell for love, that means you want a man or woman in your life who is just for you. Not out on the street sniffing somebody else's booty. Just for you. Get into the details of your spell. Ask for more. Have the audacity to ask for more. Go beyond what you may have intended for that spell. Do more. When you have the audacity for your spells, you are committed to doing more real world action to make that spell work. You don't want little. You don't want to stay small. You want big, because witches deserve it. Witches deserve it all. Let me say this again and be very clear. Witches deserve it all. Witches are not meant to go through life the hard way. Witches are not meant to struggle. Witches are not meant to be low. Witches work with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and my favorite word personally, permanently positive change. That means the witch is not doing the same spell over and over again to maintain that real, significant, and permanently positive change. It sticks. It's long lasting. You have it for the rest of your life. And more importantly, your bloodline has it for the rest of their lives. That means it carries over to the next generation in your family. Have the audacity for your spells. Stop asking for a little itty bitty tiny things. Ask for more. Ask for more. It's not greedy. You're not being selfish. You're not being cocky or arrogant. You want more because you deserve more. If you are a witch right now watching this and you don't have shit to your name, you need to have the audacity for your spells. You need to ask more from your spells. If you are a witch right now who is in a bad situation, no matter what the situation is, it's because you have to have the audacity for your spells. You have to ask more from your spells. Ask, 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 ask. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you do not ask, the answer is always no. The perfect example of this is my favorite. Your words have power. So if you say, I'm broke, the universe says you are right. If you say, I am financially wealthy, the universe says you are right. Backed up by your real world actions. You have to do something. Once you cast a spell, you have to do something. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to do something. You have to do more than the average person. You have to do more than the person who is not a witch. When I say real world action, that means you keep on knocking. Every opportunity that you know is related to your spell, you go after it. You don't question it. You don't doubt. You don't hesitate. You don't overthink it. You just do it. Every time you finish doing a spell, you should right away get information on what you need to do, what part you have to play to make that spell work. Immediately. If you don't, you did something wrong in that spell, and you need to take that spell apart and see where you went wrong. Have the audacity for your spells. If you want to start a business, let me say this. Don't just say, I want a business that is financially prosperous, which everybody wants. You want a business that you can pass along in your family, and the financial wealth follows that family for generation after generation after generation. That's having the audacity. If you want to do a spell for your health, it's not enough to just say, I am healthy, my body is healed. You say this also, my body is healed, and the sickness that has inflicted me will not be passed along to the members of my family. Have the audacity for your spouse. That is having the audacity for your spouse. Asking for more. Getting into the details. Not just leaving it out in the wind to blow carelessly into dust and not working, or maybe not working as you intended. No. Have the audacity for your spouse. Ask for more. You are not being greedy. Some people might say, well, you're asking for too much. These are the same people who are not doing enough. And that's why they are in the situation or circumstances that they are in. They're jealous. They are jealous. It's jealousy. Jealousy is a sickness. Get well, bitch. They are jealous because you are going for it. You are committed. They are not. And most likely, they are not a witch. I said this before. Witches understand witches. If you're not a witch and you're watching this broadcast, you don't understand me. You can never understand me. But if you are a witch watching this broadcast, then you do understand me. Witches understand witches. We speak the same language. We understand each other. Have the audacity for your spouse. Ask for big things, larger things, ginormous things, because you deserve it. When you become a witch, you have decided to be a co-creator of your life, no longer a passive observer. You are now a co-creator of your life with your chosen God, goddess, ancestor, spirit animal, or familiar. You are a co-creator. You are no longer letting life happen to you. You are making life happen for you. And some people might stupidly say, oh, well, that's manipulation. Well, you know what? When you go to a job interview, you are not your true self. You are playing a character so that the hiring manager will hire you. So that's manipulation. And again, it goes back to that person just being jealous. It goes back to that person being jealous. Because you went for it. You're a witch. And they are not. Don't even respond to it. Don't even say anything about that. Just ignore it. Keep that person, if you can, keep that person away from you. I don't care if that person is your parent, best friend, grandparents. Keep those people away from you. People who doubt that you deserve big, you deserve larger, you deserve better, are not people you can have around you. You cannot. Because they will always have some dumbass shit to say to bring you down, or to cancel the spell, to make you not have the audacity to ask more from your spell. Have the audacity for your spell, because you deserve it. As a witch, your life should not be hard. As a witch, you should not have hard times, or that's just the way it is. No, everybody else who are not witches can have horrible, terrible, bad times, but that's not you, and that's not me. Witches deserve it all. The love, the friendship, the joy, the life, everything. Because what would the world be like with no witches? What would the world be like with no witches? The world cannot function, cannot continue with no witches. You were born for such a time as this. You were born for such a time as this. You were born now. You are alive now, because this is the timeline in which you are needed the most. Have the audacity for your spell. So if you are doing a spell to protect your country, you don't say, Goddess, please protect my country. I would say, and I suggest you say, Goddess, please come to my country's aid. Protect my country from foreigners, known and unknown. And if any shall breach the security of my country, may it fail. And may those swords, those darts, be sent back to the enemy, and every one of their soldiers killed. That's having the audacity for your spouse. That is asking for bigger. That is asking for better. No witch should be going through life the hard way. No witch should be casting small spells. Oh, I am doing this spell candle for a little bit of money this month. Oh, I'm doing this love spell to find a husband or a wife. You have to get into the details. Get into the details of how you want your husband or wife to be. How you want them to look like. How you want them to communicate. Give the dollar amount of money that you need. Because if you say, I just want a little bit of money to make it through this month, you might get $500. No, you want $500,000. You want $500 million. Not that. Bigger. Ask for more. Have the audacity for your spells. Ask for more. Don't ask for these little dollar amounts and then be surprised when the next month comes, when July comes, and you still are in the same cycle, doing the same spell again, asking for the same small amount of money. Or if that relationship fizzles out, or that happiness spell puts you right back into depression. Have the audacity for your spells. Ask for more. Ask for bigger, larger, better. And for it to carry on in the future generations of your bloodline. Ask for more. Have the audacity for your spouse. Because you deserve it. Witches make the world a better place. Witches make the world a place worth living in. Have the audacity for your spouse. Ask for bigger, better. Because you deserve it. Have the audacity. Stop asking for little things after you have done a spell. Stop not doing real world action. Stop with the doubt. Stop with the hesitation. Stop with the maybe. Stop with missing these opportunities that Hecate, the queen of witches, or your own chosen god or goddess or ancestor or familiar or spirit animal has bestowed upon you. Stop with that. Do it. Do it. When you become a witch, I can't say this enough. When you become a witch, you are now a co-creator of your own life. Create the life that you want by having the audacity for your spells. So thank you, witches, for joining me here tonight. Once again, I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix, who is anointed and appointed by the Queen of Witches, Hecate, to be a voice for witches who have ears to hear and hands to receive Hecate's best. Be sure to share this broadcast on your own social media platforms, and I will speak to you, witches, next time. Tonight, actually. I mean, not tonight. Tomorrow night. All right. See you later, witches.